everyone, I wanted to do a video on my current loves today, and these are products that I'm currently loving. They're typically new products that I've picked up in the last probably month and a half, and I wanted to share it with you guys, and I will get started. I'll start with my first product, and it is a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural. Now, I was influenced to buy this by Ashley here on YouTube, and I'll put her link in the bottom bar because she really spoke highly of this product, and it kind of tempted me. I was already in the market for a powder. I was looking for something that would just kind of make my makeup look a little bit more polished without it being chalky. A lot of like loose powders tend to, I don't know, just doesn't do a lot for my skin. So I really was kind of being particular about which ones that I considered, and the way she described it just really drew me in, and I was really tempted to go buy it. So I went by and I had the lady put it on my skin, and I fell in love with it. But I think what really sets it apart from other powders is that it makes your makeup look more polished and more put together without looking overdone. It's not cakey, it's not too translucent to where, you know, it just makes it just absorbs the oil. That's not the only thing it does. It really does give you some coverage. But I had never used their mineralized makeup before, any of their skin finishes, so I had no idea what to expect, and I really didn't have any expectations. But the more I use it, the more I love it. Like, I feel like it's gonna be a part of my makeup routine from now on. Like, if I don't use it, I feel like, okay, my routine's not complete. I need to, like, you know, put some powder on. And what I've been using is just this brush. And this is an Eco Tools, just fluffy powder type brush to put it on with. My color is in, let's see, light medium. It actually appears a lot lighter on camera. Or not a lot lighter, but a good bit lighter than in person. And I don't know, I'll try to put some of this light down maybe if that makes a difference. I don't know, maybe not. But it really actually matches my skin pretty well. I probably could have went one shade up, but I was kind of scared because I've never, you know, bought any of these before, and I didn't want it to look too dark just because I already use bronzer and everything. So overall, I'm really happy with it. But I'm loving that. And then the next product that I wanted to buy, and I had seen her and many others recommend it, and that is the Naked Lunch eyeshadow by MAC. And I really, really have been pleased with it. It actually reminds me a lot of All That Glitters. However, I think All That Glitters is more of like a pinky undertone, where this tends to be more like neutral, like beigey kind of, but it's just a really pretty shimmery color, and I can use it like all over the lid. Like if I don't want to wear anything else, I could put this on and it just gives me a little something without being too much. So I've been really happy with this, and I've been loving it. And the next product that I have been loving is one that I saw a long time ago, and I don't know, I can't even remember how long ago, and for whatever reason I could not find this product at my Target, and it is the e.l.f. It's a flat top brush, but I can't even remember what they call it. Maybe it's called their complexion, let's see, e.l.f. powder brush. I do not use this for powder, okay? I bought this for the purpose of using it for foundation. I think it was Deanne here on YouTube. I cannot remember who I saw first recommend this, but they were saying a while back ago, you've got to get this brush. It's great for applying foundation. And I could never find it in my Target, and I really didn't want to purchase it online because this was the only thing I was really wanting from their website. But finally, my Target is carrying it, and I have to say, this is the best, I think it's $3, the best $3 investment that I have ever purchased, because it really does compare, I would say, to a more expensive, you know, foundation brush as far as it doesn't shed. It's pretty soft, and I just really enjoying it from buffing in my foundation. And I prefer it over actually the stippling brush, which is probably would be my other choice if I had to use a brush to put on my foundation. A lot of times I just put my foundation on with my hands. I'm going to be honest, but a lot of days, if I feel like I have a little extra time, or, you know, it's kind of a special day or whatever, I will use a foundation brush. And this really does give you a flawless finish. So I've been loving that. And the next product is a product that I purchased. Well, actually, I purchased something else from Clinique, but it's not a hate, but it's not necessarily a love, so I didn't include it in this video. But one of the things that you got if you purchased, you got like a little gift with purchase set. And it came with these eyeshadows, whoa, from Clinique, that came with like a little brush. And in the eyeshadow trio came with a color that, I cannot think of her username, Aebeidler, I think. And I'll put it in the below bar, and you all will know who I'm talking about. She does great tutorials and just wonderful hauls. I love watching her. But the eyeshadow is Lucky Penny, and she works at Sephora, and she was saying, you know, she has such a large, you know, selection of eyeshadows, and she never would have thought to go to Clinique, you know, if she could pick any of them, but they had really stepped up their game, and she'd really been liking some of their products. And one of the colors that she raved about was called Lucky Penny, and it's here on the end, and it really does not even do it justice, this lighting, but it is just the prettiest, like, I don't know, it's like a neutral, but like a beigey, I don't know, it is just gorgeous on, and I can't even describe it, but I actually went in to purchase that eyeshadow, and when I found out it came with a gift with purchase, I decided to get something else because I wanted a little bit of variety since I was getting this anyway. But I have been absolutely loving this color, Lucky Penny by Clinique. It also comes with 3 other colors, which are absolutely amazing. I've been loving them as well. However, this is my favorite. But the other colors are Night Plum, let's see, Clementine, and Pink Chocolate. And so I've been loving them all. It's just a really great palette to do like a neutral eye. And that was recommended by her. And then another thing that she also said was great, and it is the Clinique Mascara. And it is called the High Impact Mascara. And I have been loving this. I still do love, if I'm going to pick a high-end mascara, this, by the way, came with my gift with purchase. It came with a full-size mascara, which is phenomenal. I mean, most of the time you get a trial size. So I did not purchase this. It came with, you know, my gift. But it has a nice sized brush, a big fat brush. And it really does give you, like, a lot of volume. And I've really been enjoying it. If I was going to pick a high-end mascara, though, I still do really enjoy the Lancome mascaras. I will have to say they still are probably the top of my list. The not the Defensals necessarily, but I love the other one, the Hypnosis. That's probably my all-time favorite. But this is a really great mascara, and it's a good bit cheaper, I believe, than the Lancome. I think this is around like $16, where the Lancome one you're going to look at, you know, over probably $20. So it's a little bit more expensive, and so this is probably a much, you know, cheaper option. But I've been loving this, and so if you haven't tried it, you may want to check it out. They may even can give you like a little trial size if you want to try it first. Now, let's see. The last item that I have been loving for the month is a nail polish. And this nail polish I actually saw at Rite. I've never heard of this brand, and if any of you are familiar with it and you know other places that I can buy it at, let me know. But it was a cheap nail polish actually, and it's called CQ is the name of it, and it looks like this. But the color is the reason why I purchased it, and it is in vintage, 568 vintage. And I love the color because it's like a really pretty like white color without looking like chalky. Like some really pale, like creamy, like light pinks or nudes sometimes can tend to be very runny or chalky or really hard to work with. But this is not. The formula on this is really nice, and it's just a really elegant color. Like I think if you're going to like a formal event and you just want to kind of go nude on your nails, it's a great color. Now, I don't have it on these hands today. I got it manicured a while back, and I got this put on there, but I did paint this some so you could just have an idea of what it kind of looks like. But I really love this, and it was at Rite Aid, and I want to say it was for like around $3. Like, it was so cheap, and I don't know where else you could purchase this. I'm not really familiar with the brand, but I'm loving it so far. So those are my current loves, and I hope you all enjoyed this video. And if you have any current loves, feel free to leave a video response. I'd love to find out what your favorite products are, and rate and subscribe, and I will talk to you guys later. Thanks. Have a great day.